I'm gonna work a little bit fast through some of the beginning parts of it, because this should not be the stuff we're talking about in the sense of, you shouldn't need this part of it as much. This initial, what I'm trying to say is this initial setup stuff should be kind of remedial at this point. It shouldn't be what we're needing to spend time on. Now, a lot of what I'm doing thus far is arbitrary. It doesn't really matter one way or the other. I'm going to use green for my measuring line. To get a square, I'm going to make it a nice, huge square, you guys. I want to make a huge square because I want stuff to be as visible as possible. Okay. I'm trusting that you guys can all make a square. Okay, everybody good so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do to make this a cylinder, or to make this an ellipse, I'm sorry. Oh, actually, here's something I can do. So I can mark a few points already. Everybody with me? Okay. Now, wait. Okay, I'll show you guys the way I did it the other day. What I can do at this point is, because this is supposed to be a square down here, I can, whoops, if I do this carefully, I can take a 45-degree angle here, take a 45-degree angle here, they'll meet right here, and that should be the center for my proverbial circle. So if I put this compass here, it should be equidistant from the sides. Yeah, that's pretty darn accurate. Not perfect, but pretty accurate. Okay, you guys see that? Now let me zoom in, and here I'll slow down a bit. Yeah, Matt?
The question was, how did you start that box again? You did the main front point, and then how did you get the second?
You mean these two?
Yeah.
Those were arbitrary. I wanted my corner to be here, and I wanted my box to be this wide. So, that's all it was. Totally arbitrary. Now what I had to do, you guys, is if I say, though, that this is my side of my square, then I need to, figure out the 45s, find the midpoint, draw the circle, all that. But up to this point, have I lost anybody? Yeah, Ashley?
Are we putting the cylinder on its side?
No,
What's
no,
the circle for?
don't go there.
Why is it over there?
Why is it over
Look
here?
on the top of that box, there's no more box.
Oh, I'm doing it here because I can do it in true view with no distortion.
Okay.
I'm putting it on the measuring line bit. You should think of these lines as measuring lines too. Okay. But now here's the important part, you guys. Everybody watch this. No one look down for a while, because this is the key thing that everyone gets confused by. What I'm doing is I'm taking this here. Actually, everyone drop pencils. Okay. So taking this point, going straight up to hit the measuring line, so I can see what this distance is. This is the distance that the diagonal intersection is from the outside of the square. Now keep watching, eyes up, don't look down. From here, I'm using measuring point 2 and transferring this measurement to the side right here. Once I get to this, I'll zoom out just a little bit. Once I get to this point, then I'm drawing to vanishing point 1 and I'm marking where I cross my diagonals, there and there. So these become 2 additional points on my ellipse. Okay, yeah,
The diagonals are just from this square.
it's these points. This is your square seen in true view. And I need to find these 4 points, because then I have a total of 8 points. You see what I mean?
So it's not like you get the.
Not yet, not yet. Right now, it's just find the points, so you have, so when you finish doing this, if you keep doing this, actually, let me show you guys another way to think about it, because some of you guys may feel like you're getting, okay, that's about as much as you do. So do you guys see that, so I come from here up to here, across to here using the measuring point, and then using the vanishing point, I cross these 2. All right, but you guys keep your eyes up. Stop taking notes for a second. That's where a lot of you guys are getting lost, I promise you. So I want to show you, we've got these 2 points, and I can do the same thing here, the same way, and find, actually, let me just do it real fast, and then I'll let you guys catch up, I swear. So to there, to the side of the square using measuring point 2, and then across, and it crosses right here, and it crosses right here. Now at this point, I've got 8 points that would guide me towards drawing an ellipse. Now I would start thinking in terms of major and minor axes and how they're oriented. Like for instance, if this is the center of the square, I know that my major axis is going to do this. Oh, sorry, minor, thank you. You all right? Okay. Still okay, I just want to make sure you're like not going to collapse. Now, if you guys look at this, do you see that this point here is right next to the minor, and this point here is right next to the minor, so you can make a pretty good guess for where the minor is? And then you can cut it in half, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so then you want to use your symmetry skills, then you want to use your major and minor axis judgments, all right, to figure it out. But I want to show you guys something. Let's say this was a huge drawing. Let's say it was a huge drawing, and I needed many more points to calculate the ellipse. What I want you to notice is that I could actually do this. It's like, oh, I need this point. I need this point. I could put any points, and okay, let me say this. If this helps you guys, wonderful. If this next thing confuses you guys, forget I ever mentioned it. What I could do is I could do this. I could draw a line from the center through here, take that measurement, transfer it using measuring point 2, and draw to the center of this square, and that would also, I could basically I could triangulate this point. You know, I could transfer as many points as I need onto these lines. You know, it's just a matter of playing with it, yeah.
Why didn't you go straight up like you did the other ones?
Why didn't I go straight up?
Because the.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
I did go, I meant to go straight. Okay, all right. You know what, this is gonna confuse you guys. What happened was, I needed to triangulate it on this diagonal, so I would have to do both steps, and it would come out right about there. But let's not go there,
Okay.
okay? That's gonna get too deep, yeah.
How would you do the bottom plane?
The bottom plane,
Yeah. Of the cube.
down here,
Yeah.
I don't need to.
So use your one hemisphere.
Yeah, actually, I'm using one hemisphere. I really could just do this, you guys. This is, if I was doing this myself without you guys watching, I would go like this. I'd mark the center, and where's my compass? Here it is. So I want to emphasize, you guys, if I were doing this myself, I'd measure that, and I would go like that, mark that, and that's all I would do. Because all I need is this distance. How far is that on the diagonal from the outside corners? Now, once I get to there, I've got these points. Now, the other thing I want you to understand is, let's say I do this. Let's say I have a cylinder that does this.